guys, I'm Amy, and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? You do? That's good. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows like a light bulb. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names like Pinocchio. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Ba-dum-bum. Hey guys, welcome to Belle's Bargains. My name is Amy. I'm cruising through Christmas songs this morning, and my nose is frozen, and I was like, it's so red. Ha! Rudolph. Okay. So, hi, welcome. Today is, okay, so I know today's the 23rd, but you're actually getting the 21st right now, but you're going to get the 22nd today, too. I'm trying to catch up because of my internet issues. All right, so it's craft number 21 of 25 straight crafts. How about that? And this one is so cute. I'm so excited. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Christmas season. Effingham, are you yeah. You got us something. Cheese? That's a cheesy joke. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. Well, enough about you. This channel's Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25. That is correct. All right, guys. So I'm so, I've got to go to work today. I'm freezing again. Can you tell? I got to keep the ears warm. And it's 40-something degrees outside right now. I'm not sure. So, okay. So let me show you the craft, right? It's so cute. So I'm sorry, you guys. It's a Dollar Tree Plus item. And I know you're like, I don't have a Dollar Tree Plus. I'm sorry. I know you don't. But it doesn't mean you couldn't find something like this at Hobby Lobby, because I'm pretty sure you could. Here's what I love. This thing cost $5. And just for the base of it, I would have paid $5. Just completely natural, and had to make it up myself. But I got it for $5 with stuff on it. I mean, I should insert a before picture right now. Here we go, before. Now, you want to see what I did to it. Oh, I have to be really careful with my bead string up here. Check this out. How cute is that now? I'm going to drop the beads, but there's a bead hanger. Okay, so let me just really quickly talk you through what I did here. So first of all, it wasn't painted on the sides, and I need to do a second coat, but I just didn't have time. I will go back. So I painted the sides white, and technically I would have painted the back white as well, but I just didn't have time. If you were going to do it, I would tell you to do that. Then I took a Sharpie and outlined our windows, really popping those, and and I don't know what you call that on the door. Okay, whatever. So the indents. So that was super easy, and it just that alone took it from blah to I mean, it just really, really, really changed it. Okay, so a couple of things. So I took the sign off. I really didn't do much except add some beads. And look, see how I did just that little curly at the end of the 3 beads? It's those little tiny things, you guys, that make all the difference in the world, that take it from cheap to higher end. And so I did that, adding just a little color down here. I did a little jute bow over the thing, and I didn't twist this around the nail that's there because I actually want to personalize this. So I'm not sure if I'm giving it as a gift or keeping it, but I will put a family name on there. So I didn't do that for you guys right now. I'm like, I can just tell you that that's a great idea, right? Take it, paint it over with chalk paint, and put the person's family name on there. So also up here, they had stapled this wreath on, and I was like, dang it. And by the way, I think this would be super cute to change out for every season. Super easy to do. I hot glued my wreath back on, but what I really wanted to do was to use ribbon and tie it off up here. The problem was there was 1,000 holes from the staples that they used. If I had had more time, I certainly could have filled those in with some spackle and done the cute wreath hanging with the ribbon. So there's another idea. Also easier to remove to change it up for a different season. All right, so I've gotten more than one of these. This one will probably stay Christmas and I'll probably give it away, but how cute. And then the other thing, they had a jute twine. I don't want to put too much pressure on this. This is one of those garlands, and that string inside those garlands is so weak. You guys restring them. But I did it and then it broke as I was hanging it. So I just quickly knotted it here. Pay no attention. So, but then I changed it to a cute wood garland. This isn't really necessary. It's cute, but not necessary. You could totally leave. They had a thicker nautical rope on there as a hanger. But either way, so much cuter, yes? You want to see how I made it? Hold on. Okay, this is this really cute decoration that's a door, and it was $5 at a Dollar Tree Plus, but it needs some help. Like, look, it's painted white here, but not here, and this could use a little help. Even right here could use a little help. So I'm going to deconstruct it. I'm going to finish painting it, and then I'm going to embellish it a little bit differently and make it a little prettier. Let's go. Let's finish painting it. As I stated earlier, it needs another coat on here, but I just was, getting this done to show you guys. So still need to paint the back and stuff. All right, just magic marker. I tell you guys this all the time, like the magic markers are amazing. They're painting in a pen and it works absolutely perfectly, and it's a lot easier than pulling out a paintbrush and trying to stay within the lines, because the magic markers have like an angle on their tip, so they work really well. Anyway, so that's what I do, and I buy the 3 packs of the big black permanent markers from Dollar Tree there, and then I do the panels on the bottom, which you could not do that if you wanted. I think it would look okay without doing that as well. I was just looking to add a little more drama to the front of the door, so did that. And also, I could have done this in red, which would have been really cool, but I just went for the black and white. Okay, and then I'm just filling it in. So the crevices on these are pretty deep in some places, and so I had to get my paint a thinner Sharpie there to sort of fill it in. But anyway, I just think it makes it look really good. Would you guys have done the panels or just the windows? Okay, so then we're going to move along now that I get all of those done, and I'm going to take the sign that's hanging off the bottom, but I want to take the wire off one side so I can get some beads on there. And I decided to pop the red in, just leaving so that the green is really only on the wreath and the pop of color is red. So black, white, and red, which I think looks really good. And then just twisted my wire around that, and then went to the other side and did the same thing, but I messed it up. I have to undo it and redo it, but you guys get the idea. And just putting that little twist in there makes such a difference. Plus, it stops your beads from moving around, right? So right there, I did it too short, so I had to go undo it and then redo it and then put it back. But anyway, so that was all I did to the sign. Of course, you could do more embellishments. Like I said, if you were going to use somebody's name on there, and then you could add some little embellishments on the chalkboard part where you put the name. But for me, I was just doing this, the
leaving it to say Merry Christmas on there. I tapped the staples back in and did add a little hot glue for support. Now, I'm not twisting around that little screw right there. I'm just leaving it so, again, so I can change it or put the name on it. So as I go to deconstruct this, I can't really use my hot glue, my heat gun to heat up the glue to take that off because it melts the pines, because those fake pines are plastic, so it melts those. So I just pulled on it until eventually I got it off and then undid that bow, because I'm going to still use that material from the bow as a thicker backer on this one, this little twist and loop bow. So I just used the same wire that came off that bow, and then I defrayed all this because this is just material that they cut in strips and then made a bow. And you'll see I don't do any tails. I just take the material that I have here and do a smaller twist and bow, just 2 of them on the back side of this to give it some fullness and thicker in the back of this little bow. So it's more of a statement piece on this little miniature wreath. Dovetail the tails, and I'm going to leave the tails hanging down the center of the wreath. So I just want to make sure that they're short enough. I do trim, I think I trim them up a little bit here soon because they're slightly too long, so that they'll hang in the center of the bow. And then I just go to adding more pine cones because there was 1 pine cone on here. This is what's left of one of my pine cone garland ones, and I'm doing the same thing where I twist up the ends just to add that little tiny bit of that, just that little touch, which is great. And then go to gluing those down and adding in some berries, and and I add a little tiny bit of a lighter greenery. And notice how this caps that wreath now and gives it a top. Just adding those little ears, I would call them, underneath the bow, just gives the wreath a top and just a little more visual interest because you're throwing in the lighter green. Here's what I'm cutting those tails a little bit shorter so they hang down. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to add the berries into this. And there were some berries that came off of it. I reused those berries and I twirled the ends on their little wires. And then I just had some, you can see my little plastic bag there, like of random berries and stuff that fall off the Christmas stuff. And I throw them in there and then I just use them. So after I got the ones that had a twisted tail on them in there, I did add a couple other berries. I want you to notice though the size of these berries. These aren't the big red berries that you get in a package at the Dollar Tree. These are smaller ones. And that's important because the other ones would have been too big. They would have swallowed up this wreath, and I didn't want that. I was looking for a visual, just little pops of red, and not just swallow it all up with great big berries on it. Okay, and then I think I go to putting it on the door, and this is where I'm going to make my little shoestring bow for over that. Over the screw there. Which I just glued, and that's just to cover it up because it looks kind of funky, this screw just hanging out in the middle of the door right there. I'm knotting the ends, the tails of my bow. You know I always knot the tails on my jute twine because I think it adds a lot, little details. And glue that on. And then this is where you'll see I really want it, and I think it looks so much better with the wreath hanging down in the center of the windows. But do you see in the center there was like all these holes, and there were massive holes in the wood, so I ended up just gluing it back down where it was. But if I were going to do this project again, or if suggestion to you would be to fill those holes in and use the ribbon to hang it down. And here's just where I'm taking those beads and making them the same length and putting it onto the back of the door. You don't have to do that. You could have just stuck with the jute twine. I just happen to have a lot of beads, and I was like, oh yeah, why not? Let's add that little dimension to it. So hammer it in there. Doesn't quite. Then I take it off screen, try and hammer it. Watch it shake. See? And then I add glue. But again, you guys, the string is so weak on these things, so make sure you restring those garland beads. I hope you enjoyed. Give me a big thumbs up, and please leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hold on, I'll be back to sign off.
This was super easy. So technically $5 for this door, and really everything else was just craft supplies. I mean, a couple of beads, right? Some jute twine. I just took their ribbon that they had on there and used it just to make it thicker and fuller. but just a little bit of ribbon and some berries. But you guys, again, it's those little details, right? So I take that pine cone and I twine up pine garland, and I twine up the ends just to give it just the smallest little details, which make all the difference. They really do change what a project looks like. But the biggest thing was just trimming out those windows and the door panels, right? Huge. It looks so much better. So I hope you guys really like this. Effingham. You're right. It's a black and white cow door. I hadn't thought of that. I'm glad you like it, Effingham. Okay, so everybody, have a great day, great week, a great life. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. We'll see you guys back here later today for day number 22. I know it's the 23rd, but you're going to get 21, 22 today, and tomorrow you'll probably get 23, 24. Or maybe you'll get 3 today. We're not sure. All right, guys, thanks so much. Leave a comment and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Merry Christmas. Bye.